Alright, is my mic working? Yep, it is, okay. Welcome to Amplifier Roles. Um, how to handle- Oh, I gotta mute the stream. So I don't hear myself, okay. Answer a few questions I'm saying. Yes, we do have new amplifiers for this week. I wasn't sure if I was gonna talk over them at the start, or just let them roll, but I think I'm just gonna roll, and when you see new ones, you're gonna see new ones. Uh, we also did- I can't believe I'm saying this, we have patch notes. We changed some of the amplifiers from last week, mainly because they all seem kind of balanced to one another, aside from one outlier of the greatest defense. But the general feedback we're getting is that they're too weak. It feels like they don't have too much of an impact on the match and what's happening. So everything's kind of been tuned up a bit. Stuff like old store cool right on time, the ones where it just changed it to store v1 and accuracy storing, etc. Those will have little buffs on them now. So you gain 5% extra store on the old store cool one, which is store v1. And for accuracy storing, you get 0.5 accuracy bonus, maxing at an SS. So we've made changes like that for most of the previous ones, where all of them are a little bit better. The only one that's excluded from that is 3's a crowd, where we were getting feedback that it seemed a bit plain, it wasn't really impacting much, and that it felt like it was too generic. And that's completely fair, so it's a little bit weaker now. It's based on giving 5% of your total store extra, rather than a flat 50k. So if you're not good at, say, No Mod 3, Hard Rock 3, Hidden 3, you can't just take this and get a flat 50k extra. You've got to have a decent store already to get the bonus on top of it. And this should also be weaker in general, so even if you're getting a 500k, the 5% bonus should only be, say, 25k on top of that. So in general, it shouldn't be just the cheese pick it if you don't know what else to pick. And we have 6 new amplifiers this week. So without any further ado, I'm just going to get into rolling here. As you can see, there's a little label for new ones, so in case you're unfamiliar with the logos and everything, it should be easy to see. Old Store Cool, Snail, and Right on Time. So Snail is one of the new ones, a passive that affects store. All maps under 170 BPM will give you 3% bonus to your final store. Since it's a passive, it won't work if someone else uses an active. As it says, only applies when store v2 is in play. Old Store Cool, Classic Farmer, and Professional Inter. Now, Professional Inter looks troll. Trust me, it looks troll. The next map is stored by a lower store, but fails will not count. So you want to try and troll the pick as much as you can, but if you fail, you instantly lose. So you need to try and do as bad as you can without failing. It's really weird, but it'll completely change how you have to play a map. Archean, Cold Clear Eyes, Gemini, and Classic Farmer. Gemini, another active. The next map is played in tag team versus and stored by accuracy. So you team up with your opponent, you play the map together, and then your store will be your accuracy you got from playing your half of the map. And then your opponent also has accuracy from their half, so whoever is the highest wins. ZZZ board, Gemini, 3's a crowd, and Snowball. Snowball's a very simple one. You get plus 5% or minus 5% depending on if you won or lost the last map. And of course, increase will only affect store v2 maps, so if someone uses an active amplifier, it won't work. Should just be, if you win 1 or 2, you should just be able to keep going with that bonus 5%, hopefully. Not too big of a buff though. Syrup, greatest defense, trap card, and professional inter. Trap card is one that was actually suggested by a couple of players. I believe Snowpoint was someone that brought up this idea, and we modified it a bit. Basically, you get to trap a map after bans and protects have been made. You pick one, you tell the referee in private, and then if your opponent picks that map, their pick is skipped. So it's very tricky to play around. You'd think you want to use it and just pick your opponent's best map, but then they're going to know that, and they're just not going to pick it, and that's going to be losing out on a big buff of it, which is making your opponent skip their pick. So you want to try and play it around picking something you think they're going to go for, knowing that you have this. So there's a lot of mind games involved here. It should be very fun to see how people play it though. Rumi at 59. Cold Clear Eyes, Gemini, and the greatest defense. Jordan the Vet, these are all dope. You have got to see this last one, I believe. Oh, there it is. Chance Time, Three's a Crowd, and JTB Freaks. Active with 2 uses. The next map is played with Relax and is stored by accuracy, and you gain a bonus 0.5% to your accuracy. So basically, this is the aim version of the accuracy card. You play this on a map with high aim, you try and do the best you can, and you get a little bonus to your act as well. Eidosu, Cold Clear Eyes, Right on Time, and JTB Freaks. I believe that's all the new cards as well. Luchazoid. The Greatest Defense, Chance Time, and Trap Card. Oh, I should point out the change to Chance Time as well, it's pretty big. It felt a little bit weak before, so we've changed it. Now, you roll all of your bans as prior, but your opponent will roll every single time they pick, and if they don't roll over 30, then they have to roll their map they pick. So rather than just rolling the first map they pick, they could potentially roll all of them, or they could potentially roll none of them. Just depends on how luck goes for you. Z3G, The Greatest Defense, Classic Farmer, and Snowball. Sailing Waffle, Classic Farmer, Snowball, and JTB Freaks. Yellow Jello, Professional Inter, Cold Clear Eyes, and Snail. Hyperius, Right on Time, Classic Farmer, and JTB Freaks. Contas, JTB Freaks, The Greatest Defense, and Limit Break. Bad Shroud, we've got Greatest Defense, Chance Time, and Snail. Haley, we have Trap Card, The Greatest Defense, and Right on Time. Aquanian, Snail, Limit Break, and Old Store Cool. Snowpoint, we have Limit Break, JTB Freaks, and Gemini. Does Snowball stack? It does not. There is no chance Snowball stacks. It's just the flat 5%. If you win the last map, it's +5. If you lost the last map, it's -5. The Topaz, JTB Freak, Snail, and Trap Guard. Mackie Blank, Chance Time, Professional Inter, and Snowball. Vectrum, Limit Break, Cold Clear Eyes, and Right on Time. Luminance, Classic Farmer, Professional Inter, and Old Store Cool. It's Going Up, Dude That Finger Lock, Limit Break, and The Greatest Defense. I believe Dude That Finger Lock's one of the only 2 cards we didn't change, because it was already a pretty strong choice and people thought it was a bit powerful. So since we're buffing everything else, it's just staying the same, so it should be neutral. Forks and Trees, Cold Clear Eyes, Old Store Cool, and Limit Break. Judor, JTB Freak, Snowball, and Classic Farmer. Snowblue Chub, Classic Farmer, Snowball, and Old Store Cool. River Sticks, Classic Farmer, The Greatest Defense, and Through the Crowd. We did make a significant change to The Greatest Defense as well. So now you get 1 ban flat. So whatever bans you have replaced with protects and then a bonus on top. It doesn't really matter too much right now. At this stage, it's just you get 1 ban, 1 protect. But in the future, when there's, say, 2 bans, you're going to get 2 protects and 1 ban on top. So it should be a little less, like, one way. Clubber, Three's a Crowd, Chance Time, and Snowball. All Blue, Classic Farmer, Gemini, and The Greatest Defense. Rail, Right on Time, Chance Time, and Professional Inter. Radial, The Greatest Defense, Limit Break, and Gemini. Supernai, Snail, Classic Farmer, and Old Store Cool. BK Don, JTB Freaks, Three's a Crowd, and Gemini. 0610, Gemini, Dude That Finger Lock, and Right on Time. Vorti, JTB Freaks, Right on Time, Gemini. Kites, Chance Time, Old Store Cool, and Snowball. Sight, Classic Farmer, Chance Time, and Old Store Cool. Lukioto, Limit Break, Snail, and Snowball. GameCube, Cold Clear Eyes, JTB Freaks, and Dude That Finger Lock. Jordan the Bear. Oh, please tell me. No, Dude That Finger Lock, Old Steel Tool, and Snowball. Hitero, Dude That Finger Lock, Gemini, and Classic Farmer. Applet, Chance Time, Classic Farmer, and Snail. Kit, Classic Farmer, Snowball, and Gemini. Teta, Professional Inter, Dude That Finger Lock, and The Greatest Defense. Oi9K, Professional Inter, Snail, and Chance Time. Super CZ, Trap Card, Cold Clear Eyes, and Professional Inter. Heatwave, Trap Card, Dude That Finger Lock, and Old Steel Tool. Pepsi Max, Chance Time, The Greatest Defense, and JTB Freaks. Monk the Don, Dude That Finger Lock, Three's a Crowd, and Right on Time. Vivace, Dude That Finger Lock, Old Steel Tool, Right on Time. Aussie 12, Limit Break, Snail, and Dude That Finger Lock. Amilibus, Right on Time, Old Steel Tool, and Professional Inter. Terramixer, Professional Inter, Limit Break, and Chance Time. Pal R, Professional Inter, The Greatest Defense, and Classic Farmer. Umi, Snowball, Trap Card, and Professional Inter. Mavs, Snowball, Cold Clear Eyes again, and Classic Farmer. Oh my god, why does the hidden player get 2 fucking hidden amplifiers? Unreal. Chef, Snail, Three's a Crowd, and Cold Clear Eyes. Delcorin, Chance Time, Limit Break, and Gemini. A Secret Box, Old Steel Tool, Snowball, and Cold Clear Eyes. This is where Snowball's dangerous. It's like, what do you do when Secret Boss just is plus 5% after his first win? Drox, Snowball, Trap Card, and Classic Farmer. Zintex, Chance Time, Gemini, and Old Steel Tool. ANZT10S, Gemini, Cold Clear Eyes, and Professional Inter. Sire, Old Steel Tool, Professional Inter, and Trap Card. And Dummy for our last one. Trap Card, Classic Farmer, and Three's a Crowd. Oh, he's just picking Trap Card. How much is 5%? I mean, it's just 5% of the store you have on that map. So if you get 500k on a map and you won the last map, you get plus 25,000 store. And then if you lost the last map, you get minus 25,000 store. So it's not a huge difference, but it's a passive, so it's going to affect every single map, aside from like ones where an active amplifier is used. I mean, if there's no active and you're going to tiebreak with someone, that's like, what, 8 maps, 9 maps where the plus 5% is in effect. So it's not a big number, but it affects so many maps that it could definitely make a change. Again, if it's like not impactful enough or whatever, and we see that and people would keep telling us, then we'll up the numbers again. But it's been a bit of a big change for most of the cards, so hopefully they see more use in the matches, and it feels like they're doing more rather than just being there on the side. Yeah, I think that's it for this week though. Should be plus 10% and minus 5? Maybe. I'm not sure. Maybe that's a throw on our part. Anyway, thank you guys for coming by to the stream today. I wasn't joking about the patch notes thing, by the way. I will post that right now. There's a channel in the Discord called Patch Notes. Has all the changes we made to the cards. It says if they're a buff or a rework or a nerf or whatever. And then it has the new ones we added as well. So if you missed this and whatever, you want to go check what we changed, you can just go read through that. Map pool is on the spreadsheet right now. Let me just make it visible. There you go. Round of 32 map pool's up. Map pack is there. All the maps are hyperlinked. Amplifiers will go up later tonight. It'll take a bit to export them and put them on the spreadsheet. But by tonight, if not tomorrow, they should be on the spreadsheet. And you'll be getting DMs from the bot earlier because we've got it working this time. So look out for that DM. Make sure you pick your amplifier before Wednesday at midnight. And thank you guys for coming by. Hope you enjoyed the stream, and good luck in round of 32.